Hi Aries, how y'all doing? Thank you for the views. I think you had about 50 to 60 views on the career reading, so I appreciate that. My name is Marlissa. This is at Word from Mars Tarot, and today I'm here to do a November predictions reading. Please check out the description. I feel like I'm getting my shit together. Okay, I'm getting my shit together. So I do have links in there as far as for like donations or if you want a reading. It's the readings are 1 through 5 questions. The pricing is based off of that. So, if you're interested, go ahead and book that, email me, all right? But as far as this goes, your November predictions reading Aries. Let me tell you the signs that I see here. Heavy fire sign energy. So you are an Aries through and through, or you may be connected to another fire sign. Um, the signs that I see here are Libra, Taurus, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. Libra, Taurus, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. And intuitively, I feel like you could have a Cancer placement or be connected to a Cancer as well. Or a Gemini. All right. Cancer or a Gemini. And that's just intuitively, and I'll tell you about that when we get there. All right. I see this month being a very creative month for you, Aries. I see something growing. I see people being like attracted to you and attracted to your light. So also be mindful of that because people try to, what is the word? Cipher? Take it. Okay. They try to pull on that or whatever and sometimes not have anything to return, like not anything to give back to. Like it's not a reciprocal relationship. All right. Um, some of you, if you are on that track, all right, you may end up finding out that you are, if you've been trying to be pregnant, you may find out this month that this is finally the month that it is taking place. All right, I see that at some point in time, Aries, there was like disappointment or hurt or maybe feeling like you lost out on an opportunity. There was a lot of grief mourning that could be over a relationship or a loved one, a past loved one, okay? Um, but I see you becoming like in a better place, and a part of that is mindset. Like, could be connected to a Scorpio, could have had a conversation with a Scorpio, but it could have just been like, all right, like I quite literally have to lock in. Like I may grieve, about this for the rest of my life or for a good amount of time, but in certain ways, like I've got to lock in if I want to be better, if I want to be, healed, if I want to operate, as my optimal, self. All right. I also feel like you are sick of people. You're like, enough. But not in a like, let me say this. It's not in a way where it's just like, oh, I'm wanting to like cut everybody off or whatever. But even for like savoring relationships, savoring yourself, you're drawing the line in the sand and you're like, enough. Some of you may be getting into some rituals. So maybe some of you are going to be doing some love rituals because these look like kind of little candles right here and they have hearts on them. But she's literally drawing a circle around herself. This was at the bottom of the deck, boundaries. But the overall energy of your spread is the Empress, okay? So you, Aries, you would typically be the energy of the Emperor. So some of you may really be coming into union with the divine counterpart because I do see the number 2 here. I do see desire. But anyway, the Empress is here, okay? This is somebody who's very caring and nurturing, somebody who's very maternal, all right? Very creative. All right, so Aries, you may be stepping into this bag this month, or you may be coming into union with your Empress. And if you are, congrats, because I love to see it, especially if you're an Emperor. Ow, I liked it. I like that a lot. Okay. We have the King of Wands here. So Aries, this could be you. It could also be a Leo or a Sagittarius. But I feel like, again, there's something in you where you're like taking control. You're like, yeah, like I got shit to do. I have visions. So let me go ahead and be this leader that I'm meant to be. Let me go ahead and be a little bit daring and be optimistic. And let me get this shit under control. King of Wands. One thing about the King of Wands is he goes after what he wants. He don't play. I want that, I'm going to have it. It's the mindset of the King of Wands, all right? And usually he does get it because of that determination and also because he's very charming. So he usually gets what he wants. But this is not a manipulative energy because he's in the upright, all right? a Leo, Sagittarius, or an Aries. Also, there may be some part of you, Aries, where you start looking at things a little bit differently. Like you're starting to look at the bigger picture, and that may have shifted like what you want or what your desires are. Whatever you do want, I do see you being successful. All right, we have this Six of Wands here, more fire energy. All right, this is about victory, recognition, achievement, some of your self-confidence, because you're gonna, end up being in that King of Wands energy. Some of your confidence is really increasing this month. All right. Now, one thing I can warn you about with the Six of Wands is like putting someone on a pedestal, because that can be dangerous. But again, all your cards here are upright. So, but I just have to throw that out there. Be mindful of someone putting you on a pedestal or you putting someone else on a pedestal. Because anytime we do that, we're taking away the humanness of a person. And just saw 555. We're taking away the human like features of a person, and it can really set us up for disappointment and like to be hurt. Because now we have unrealistic expectations and standards for a human being, and that's not fair to them. But again, I see good things here. Some of you could be having a reconciliation. If you don't want that, okay, I don't know what to tell you. All right. But, we have this temperance card here, which is for a sign of Sagittarius. All right. And this is about being patient. This is about healing. This is about balance and harmony. So somebody could be bringing like balance and harmony to you all's connection. Okay. But I feel like this is like your energy too. It's like, look, like I want to be in the temperance energy and the Empress energy. So I'm I'm soft girl, soft boy life. All right. Like if someone is taking me out of feeling balanced, and in control of, my life, if someone is stealing my joy or taking away from like the peace and harmony that I'm building here, they got to go. All right. So I really see that you're in that. That's a very beautiful energy to be in, temperance. Like, yeah, like you're doing things in moderation. You're learning to do things in moderation, having more self-control. That's a really big deal. So I feel like there is more self-discipline that's coming to you this month. Love to see that. Sign of Sagittarius. In my oracle deck here, we have timing is right. Timing is right. We have creativity. So again, this is another energy that goes along with the Empress, because the Empress does create. All right, the Empress does create. So you are in a creative state, this month as well. And we have confession. Confession. And at the bottom of the deck, we have communication. And at the underneath this is healing. So there may be some sort of confession or communication that comes in from somebody this month that is very healing towards you, or you could be bringing that to somebody. All right, because this King of Wands could be you. Hey, daddy. All right, so those are the oracle cards that we have there. Now, this card right here, this desire card, reminds me of the Lovers in Tarot. And this is why I said sign of Gemini. All right. And then, I'm not trying to be sexual, Aries, but like, look at the energy. Now you have 6-9 next to this. And this says Lotus Wish Fish. I'm not going to read this one, but this is the card that's at the bottom of the deck. So this made me think of Cancers. So you could be connected to a Cancer placement, or you could have a Cancer placement. And you all really desire one another. We are going to read this desire card. I'm going to read that to you. All right. Let's see. Because that's just giving hot. And it's also just like, it's mutual. We love a mutual, thirst. So again, symbol here, fire. Heavy fire sign energy in this reading, all right? Keywords: passion, fire, kundalini, connection, motivation. All right. Our two awakened souls come together with joint desires. They hold each other in a passionate embrace, allowing the fire and heat to be drawn up between them and intensify together. Even in the darkness, they have their individual passions and aligned desires to light the way and keep each other warm. The flames circle upwards, spiraling like kundalini energy rising, awakening passions and drive for connection, success, and feeling. Alexa, define kundalini.
is usually defined as the vital force lying dormant within one until activated by the practice of yoga, which leads one towards spiritual power and eventual salvation.
Okay. Um, Awaken meaning. Desire is a huge driving and motivating force. It can help you complete creative work. So, again, that creative energy is here and bring new things to life. It can be the one and only thing that keeps you going after setbacks on the road to your goals. It is the why of the work you do in the world. What is your why? What are your passions and are you expressing them? It can also be wildly temperamental and all consuming, especially when it comes to the passion you feel towards other people, towards other special people. This card can also be a reminder to check in to see if your passions are the only thing in the driver's seat. Are you being smart and practical too? Desire is the maddening pull you feel when you deeply want something. It is the longing that sparks love songs and poems. People often desire what they think they want, and then when they have it, they don't desire it anymore. The desire is in the longing. Check your desires and their intentions while you are manifesting. Desire is linked to your wishes and making magic. When you connect to your fiery desire, when you feel it in your body, you can use it to create change in your life. It is time to align your desires to your reality. The shadow meaning of this card is unmotivated, apathetic, abandoning dreams and goals, denying your passions in life. Affirmation: I consciously align my desires with my highest good. I consciously align my desires with my highest good. Personal reflections. How does it feel for you when you deeply desire something or someone? How does it feel for you when you deeply desire something or someone? So, this is a reminder to make sure that your desires aren't like the only thing driving you because that can make it very temporary. And that may be something that happened in the past with you or this person. And somebody may be coming in and saying, like, hey, like, it's more than just, desire. Like, I am longing for you now, but it's after experiencing some loss. I had a wake up call. I've been stuck in my head for a while. Yeah, I wasn't trying to see the truth, but I finally got my shit together and decided to come after you because I know we'll be nothing but abundant together. All right. Love to see it. So the angel number that came out for you was 20, Ascended Master Lady Mary. 20. So this also equals the number 2. So I definitely could see some sort of union and, balance and coming together with someone. But let's see what this says in this book. I discovered yesterday when I was doing the Cancer reading that the numbers do not go in order because they go by um uh like Mm, like subtopics, if you will. So some are like love cards. And so it gets a little confusing because it's like, wait, oh, I think this may be an Ascended Master card. It is. So like this one is an Ascended Master card. Ascended Masters, having experienced the spiritual growth of many lifetimes, possess the ability to assist in the uplifting of humanity by increasing the existing awareness of the spiritual energy that charges the universe. I'm not going to read that whole page, but so this would be Ascended Master Lady Mary. This is gentle energy. In drawing this card, you have the influence of Lady Mary around you at this time, and she will be strongly felt if you are seeking to express yourself in any manner. If disharmony is around you at the moment, you might feel gentle energy within you as you take the role of the diplomat. Lady Mary also seeks to encourage adaptability and cooperation in other areas of your life. If you fear criticism, you might hold back from speaking or acting on your own truth, but show the positive moon side of Lady Mary and go forward. Some of you definitely could have a Cancer or Pisces placement or be connected to one. She is leading you to the altar of your own heart and your own divinity. Talk to Lady Mary and tell her your feelings of happiness, sadness, or despair. Her energy is so gentle that when you feel its warmth surrounding you, it sometimes brings tears. Master Lady Mary is also known as Queen of the Angels. And then these are like rabbits on the background if you can't tell. So for some of you all, that may be, significant. Okay. So Aries, that's what I have for you. This is a good reading. Like, please let me know how it resonates in the comments down below. Please let me know, if there's some sort of, reconciliation, that, takes place, or tell me what you, succeed at, this month. What do you create? Uh, and I also feel like the more you create, the more successful, like, you're going to be. So keep that in mind. All right. Love y'all. See you next time. Bye.